Good day, glad you could join me. We're going to choose sides again, and this time we've got these two pieces of wood. This is the Australian blackwood that we're using, and we have to decide, are we using this side, or this side, like this, or like this, or like this? How do we put it together? And what I've been doing is I have been checking very carefully to see if there's any kind of pattern, and there appears to be on this side a pattern that is running into here. Now, you're not going to see this because one of them is going to be up here on the top as the top, and one's going to be on the bottom. But what we do want to be careful of, since I'm now decided this is going to be the top piece, this is going to be the bottom, that these two line up underneath. Now, I don't want to cut everything away, so I'm going to actually take the bottom piece and turn it over when I bend it so that it's bent. This will be bent on top, and it should fit. And you got to be careful when you put it in the foil and getting it ready for the form in order to bend it. Otherwise, you'll mix up the two sides and they just won't be even. I like them to be even. Does it really matter? No, not all that much. What I have done is I brought out the neck block and I brought out the tail block. I've put the neck block on both pieces here just to be sure that I have enough room, because I'm going to plane this down to size. So I want to be sure that that's going to fit, and it does. The other thing is, this is the tail block. This is a piece of plywood, and it's Baltic birch, and it just fits. So I'll show you how we put all of that together in a subsequent video. We can't do it all in this video because this one is the preparation video for choosing our two sides and getting it ready to go. Now, what I do have are my calipers, and I've already checked. This one is 15 thousandths of an inch rather, and this is about 1480, something of that nature. I'm going to take them down to 95. So that means I'm going to thin these out quite a bit, and we're going to do that now over at the thickness sander, and we're just going to run it through both sides. I'll have a pencil because I'm going to take off these pencil marks when I sand it, but I still want to know which side is which, okay? So we're going to head over there now, and you can come and join me, and we'll set that aside. Let's go have some fun. All right, here we go. So we have thinned these down to about 96, 97 thousandths of an inch. Some people take it to 85, some take it to 75, and some actually take it to 65. I just like a little more beef in here, and I'll just heat this up. But what I do is I've got some super soft too, though they're not sponsors, but this I spray on the wood, and you'd really want to leave it overnight, so I won't be bending this until later on. So here's what you do. You take this super soft, and I soak it because it goes into the cells and it makes it quite easy for the heat to bend the wood without cracking or splitting it or doing any kind of damage to it. Now, I have taken the time to look carefully at what would be the top and what would be the bottom, and setting this up in such a way that I can, that's pretty good. That'll sink in very nicely. So what it will do is allow me to get the same side, although this wood is pretty hard to even tell, so it probably wouldn't matter if I mixed it up, but some have a pattern on it, and you want to be sure that you're getting the pattern for the front with the bottom, which you have to, when you're bending from the top, turn upside down, right? So this is going to sit in this foil. And this will keep it from burning, and it will help the process along and make it bend just like it was hot butter. Okay, so this is on aluminum foil. So I just put that over there so I get that kind of lined up. I'll bring this over. I know that this is my butt end and this is the nut, and I have made a point of marking those. So I just simply bring this across. I know that this is the top side that we're going to bend on the bender going down that way. So I'm going to tuck this underneath. The same down at this end. Now I simply take my pen here and I mark the butt end and the nut. And the front is this way. So that's the way I'm putting it into the bender. When it goes in, it's going in exactly like that. Okay, now we're just going to leave that. I might come back in a few hours and give this a go on the bending side of things. We'll see. Now I do exactly the same thing for the next side. Well, that's it for me. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you in another video. It's always good to be with you. Bye for now.